What up, tunas? Welcome to my school. It's now here. Today, I'm with Stu! Mike! ということでですね、今日はステュー先生とマイク先生と一緒にですね、動画を撮っていきたいと思います。今日のテーマなんですけれども、でねん、海外で規制されているアニメですねをちょっと見てですね、なぜこれが規制されているのかっていうのを一緒に話していただければと思います。Are you guys ready?
Yes! You watch anime?
Yeah.
What anime do you watch?
I've watched all of One Piece. I've watched all of them.
I don't watch One Piece, but I heard it's one of the longest.
It's 1,100 episodes or something. I spent my time wisely.
ということで、
But I prefer shorter ones.
You watched, and they're an hour each one?
No, so 20 minutes after adverts.
ということで今日も Let's dive in。まずはこちら4つの食べ物についてですね。はい、まずはこちらドラえもんとポケモンです。オリジナルはお米なんだけど変えられてるの、アイスに Changed into ice cream.
I don't know about where Mike lives, but definitely in the UK, we don't really eat rice that much. So it would be potatoes instead.
So it might be a little weird for kids to see rice.
Building it into the culture more, so it's more acceptable.
見てこれあと。These donuts are great.
I actually saw that
It's
episode.
ridiculous.
I actually saw that episode. I remember like donuts.
あ、じゃあこれリアルなんだ。で、あとこれ、大きいライスボールがサンドイッチになったやつ。
Yeah, but that even looks like a clip art,
That looks
doesn't it?
terrible.
It doesn't even look good. And like they had to change his whole hands and everything. God, it must have took time.
あとこれは何が違うかわかる？最後のドラえもんの。
Last one.
これが日本で、これがアメリカのやつ。
What's different? Oh, no chopsticks.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
でも
Well,
you
that,
guys
again,
use-
cultural thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? To be more like the culture it goes to.
でもあれでしょ、今チョップスティックス使うんでしょ。
If we think about it, traveling was only really began to get big in the 90s. So it's only been 30 years. So
Only.
But really, mass travel, like going to Japan, maybe in the last 10, 20 years. So I can understand why they did this. Maybe not many people use chopsticks.
OK です。ということで、まあこれはね、こうやって直されているということですね。まあ今回は軽い感じの修正ですね。次、行ってみましょう。じゃん。一個ずつ見ていきましょう。
What's different? I can't tell the difference
This one.
on any of these photos.
これ
What's so
は
different?
ちょっとブーブスが見えすぎているということで、これ
Oh, I wasn't being
お洋
serious.
服お洋服を着せられていますね。はい。
It's interesting.
このブーブスがちょっと見えすぎてるから変な
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
transparent something clothes を
Yeah, yeah,
着せられていると。
What is your feeling about
I'm
boobs?
just sad if I can't see them. I'm just sad.
So it's normal for you to see huge boobs.
Yeah, animes. Especially look, this is like for kids. One Piece is kind of for not for kids, but this is from One Piece. But look,
That's a really small detail to change, isn't it?
なんでこれはいけないの？子供に良くないから。
So it's a really, for me, it's a challenging to even understand why they've changed this one. Because Demon Slayer has a lot of blood in the Japanese version. So I can't see that being given to kids under 12 in England. I don't understand why they changed this. I'm interested how they changed the blood as well, if they did.
これはね、でも中国版に変えられてる。これは Chinese
okay.
version だから
The Chinese
maybe
version.
that's why かもしれない。I don't know why though.
But if it was something like Cowboy Bebop, do you know this anime? So there's another anime, but that was only played after 10 or
That's what I'm
something.
saying.
There's-
If it's on Saturday morning, like Saturday morning cartoons, they try to keep it as clean as possible.
でもワンピースはあれだよ。子供向けの朝9時とかの日曜日
Yeah,
と
yeah,
か土曜日、
yeah,
日曜日かなにやってる。
9:30 on
そう
a
そうそうそう
Sunday, isn't it? So
But for us, you can't even say like, I'm gonna kill you. They'll say like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
pulverize you. I'll destroy you. Certain words are not allowed.
このスカーツは何かわかりますか？何が変えられてるか。
Did you go to Catholic school?
no.
When I was in school, you had to have, I think, 3 inches above the
We
knee
had
top.
It sounds like a Japanese school rule.
In,
I
in
mean,
the
it's
UK, everywhere in the UK was the same.
あ、そうなんだ。
American public school, they don't wear uniform. Most of them.
あ、そうか。
Some public schools they used to, but I think they stopped that.
In the UK, everywhere is the same. If they have uniform.
ジャパニーズスクールも it
Below
has to
the
be like
knee?
below the knee and like it has to be like has like 15 centimeter.
Yeah,
It
something
has a
like that.
number on it, like precise number on it.
I remember there was a teacher who had a ruler. First day of
ああ、じゃあ
school.
一緒だ。
But in the anime, that's interesting that they've made that big change. Yeah.
じゃあ次行きます。これはあれですね。Guns。
Sword and weapons.
そう、
Weapons.
weapons そうだね。Gun。
So One Piece is notorious for this situation. One of them's ridiculous.
めちゃめちゃこんな感じで。
One of them is so stupid. Not punching on the head, yeah?
Punching the
Specifically the head.
punch on
That's
the
the problem. Yeah, if it's on the body, I don't think it would be an issue, but on the head is a big issue.
で銃はやっぱダメなんだ。
They changed it to water pistols in One Piece. What's this one here, by the way?
A
That's
gun
worse.
into shovel.
But this one's a funny one. It's
Are
like a...
these recent?
No, this is maybe
this is old
20
one.
years ago.
次じゃん sword. I don't know why they changed it into like this is still sword for me.
I think because the one on the right looks like a cross.
I was about to say the same thing.
That's the only thing I can imagine.
Religious thing, yeah.
あ、そういうこと
That's the
Why is
only
it
thing.
bad?
You can't use religious things for kids. It's like indoctrination, I think.
Ah, that
あ、
makes
だ
sense.
からだ。
I don't think you ever seen someone with a cross in a kid's cartoon. He'll have like
Really?
a
That's
sign
a
or
really
something
interesting
like that.
thing.
なるほど。
Because you can influence a kid, right?
I wonder if in the UK it's the same, because I know in
I'm
the...
guessing. I don't know.
It makes sense to me, but in the UK, I don't think religion is as big as it is in America.
アメリカはちょっとダイバースだからそれでいろいろとね。
And there's a larger amount of people who are religious,
care
like
about-
states, aren't there? There's states where people are basically, most of them are religious. So in Japan, it's not a thing, is it?
No. はい、次はですね、じゃじゃん blood 血。
Yeah, it's a quite common thing, I think.
でもさ、これはさ、これってさ、he was cut by a
Yeah, massive
guy,
sword.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
And then it looks like he got
Nothing's
no
happened.
damage.
When are these? These are all old, right?
This is
そう
this
これ
is
も
the
first-
start of One
そう
Piece.
そう
It's
そ
the
う、最
first
初の方だから。
first 10 years.
Do you think it's still like this? It's totally changed now?
But it depends what we're talking about. Are we talking about TV or are we talking about the internet? Because Crunchyroll's on the internet, so that doesn't really count.
こういう写真はもう YouTube で普通に見れるからテレビだとあんまやらないってこと
But I think it's changed because it's on TV and they have stricter regulations.
なるほどね。
They also took out episodes of One Piece in America.
Why?
Because of the content of it.
Because of the blood and the weapons kind of
Something
things?
like that, yeah, or the theme, maybe.
Okay! 次はこちら。Then, what do you
I literally
think?
have no idea. It looks
これが
weird.
日本のバージョンで、これがアメリカのバージョン。
Number one, if you're doing anything before the, I would say 2005, that have to do with drugs, in America, we had a big crackdown on drugs, so you couldn't have it. Number two, if you show any bikini that's with kids, you can't show it. Number three is if it
Kids,
has
yes,
curse
okay, yeah.
words or blood. I think even now to this day, if you watch a Marvel movie has guns, but you never see blood in a Marvel movie, and you never see what happens to the people. You just
Yeah,
see them
yeah.
fall. So when a movie is supposed to be for people under the age of whatever it is, you can't show blood. Marvel never shows blood. Also, and if you notice, most of the good guys, they don't fight real people. They always
yeah,
fight
yeah.
cyborgs or robots. Or on a kids movie, you can't fight.
You don't want
you
to
don't-
put
real
the
people.
idea in their head or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
you can only fight non-human things.
Okay, next one.
Okay, next one! でれんこれ。
Smoking.
This is One Piece.
Yeah,
こ
yeah,
れ全部ワンピース。これタバコもダメなんだ。
You're showing me all this One Piece, and I know that One Piece is one of the most popular animes. I saw the story of him. So One Piece, you see how it says CN? That's Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
So you guys have Cartoon Network as well?
これは何カートゥーンネットワークは
It's like one of the biggest.
But it's
kids-
not meant for kids. Some of it is not meant for kids.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm looking really quickly at Cartoon Network right now to see what they're playing, to see if anything comes up, because I know that One Piece is very, very popular. I've never seen it, but I know it's really popular online. Pokemon so far is the only one.
あだからこ
15
の CN って書いてあるやつはキッズ向けだからだいぶ修正されるんだね。
So if you see that logo, it's kids Cartoon
あ
Network.
このカートゥーンネットワークね。これに入るやつはキッズ向けだからあれってことね。
Yeah.
なるほど。次どんどん行きましょう。これはかなりアメリカっぽいというか日本だったら全然気にしないかなって思うところ。スキンカラー。これがワンピースで、So they changed the into this
Yeah,
guy.
it's blackface.
そうそう。で、あとこれ、ミスターポポ。これももともとは黒いんだけど青く変わってる。
Because if you look back in history, he's basically wearing the actual blackface. He looks exactly like it.
これはなんでダメなのアメリカだと。
Red lips. If you look at his big lips,
Ah.
black. If you look at blackface, it's not just paint. It has a certain vibe to it, and you see it. It's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
red lips, black. So he fits exactly
This
what
one
it
is-
looked like.
yeah, this one
Exactly.
それは何がダメなの
Blackface.
これはブラックフェイスっていうの
So I personally think Japan saw it and they did it. They just didn't see that it was a bad thing
Yeah,
to
they
do.
didn't understand.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because
So,
it's
so.
like exactly.
Yeah,
これは何これは kind of making fun of African people なの
So way back, long time ago, there was slavery and stuff. So, but they didn't want black people on TV. In America, now is racially insensitive for one person to play another culture. But back then, white people did everything.
Yeah.
そのピクチャーは何の象徴なの
It's a one
It's a-
culture trying to be another
Yes.
culture, which is not allowed in America. It's
Cul-
you if you try to be like Hispanic on TV, or I'm Hispanic in America, they'll be like, why is he doing that?
そういうことか。で、white people が dressing like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
means like kind of like he tries to make fun of like African American people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. It was more like I guess a trust issue or something like that at one
No,
point.
it's just racist. That's the term.
No. I mean, like, what were the culture? Why are they thinking of that? Did they not want people to be on the screen of different origins? They just felt like it should just be white people at the time.
For the dawn of time, when TV first started, it's in the 1900s, right? The first TV. Slavery was still kind of happening, so they didn't allow same as black singers, like all that stuff. Like there was black singers, but they never showed the person's face. They would show them in like a dark.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's even like a guy who's black, and then the first time they showed his face, supposedly people gasped.
Shocked.
Yeah, because they changed the lighting. So back then, when it was racist, they didn't put those people on TV. Whoever it was, Asian people, all that stuff. So even Asians, if you look at like old American movies, they don't have real Asian people. They have a white person. They would pull this back with tape, which I think you can't even do that now in America. Pull your eyes back, but whatever.
だからこれがいけないのは結局あれね、この姿があまりにホワイトの人たちがブラックピーポーの真似をする姿に似てるからダメってことね。
Probably.
ああ、なるほどね。わかりました。気をつけてください。これもじゃあ一緒のこと。これは Do you think it's a little bit sensitive to change it? Or you still find it a little racist here?
I never found the racist. It's not me. I'm not black. I'm Hispanic.
Okay.
I have part black history, but I don't know. It depends who you ask. I'm black. I'm not black, but I consider myself Hispanic.
Yeah.
So I'm not sensitive like that.
What do you think if you see this picture in your country?
You won't see it in my country.
Okay. That's why maybe they change it in here.
I guess. Yeah. I'm not them, but yeah, I'm assuming.
Okay. それでは続きまして。でこれね、
Bro, I just saw some guy yesterday with that mustache.
Oh, that one I completely
Yo, I
understand.
can't. I saw him yesterday.
Wow, this is so recent.
I didn't
This is just
understand-
finished. This.
Yeah, I didn't
Interesting.
understand why they changed it into this picture.
Why?
このマスタッシ
He
ュ
looks
こ
like
れなん
Hitler.
ていうの
He looks
これ
like Hitler.
That's why.
Yeah,
それで変えたの
that's why. Definitely,
why, it's
100%.
これはダメなの
Looks like Hitler.
In my opinion, same as it's. You have to remember, it's like they're avoiding problems. It's not that America is upset. It's just
Yeah.
like there's a portion of Americans
でもさ、チャーリー・チャップリンとかもこのヒゲじゃん。
they just avoid problems because you can call the station and say I didn't like that. So what they do is same when you release a video game, they go and there's a team of people that says this might be insensitive, this might be insensitive. So they just take it out just in case you offend a group of people.
Yeah.
So
So
they're
it's
You're
not
just saying Charlie Chaplin has the same look, yeah? So
Yeah.
Hitler came after Charlie Chaplin. So
で
because
も
that,
still さ、同じことじゃない
Yeah, but you
but,
there's
but
gonna be
it's too much
it's too
relationship
much
to the bad
relation.
thing.
あー、OK。
Yeah.
これはだからヒトラーを思い出させるってことね。
It's hard to say America. It's very
Yeah, yeah.
difficult. When you say America, it's just you have to realize it's a multicultural. And if 10% of people are offended, then it's too high. So they just say, you know what? Let's just take it out and let's just play it safe. Look at the things that are happening now with trans rights and gay rights. It's not that big of
Yeah,
an
yeah.
amount, but it's enough that they say, you know, we're gonna fight for this. So same. They're just avoiding problems.
OK。じゃあ次いきます。これは多分ね、さっき言ってた多分十字架の話だと思う。クロスの話だと思う。
That's an
見てほら
interesting one.。
ポケモン、アメリカ。あ、これもでもカートゥーンネット
Oh,
ワーク
because it's the cross. It's a religious thing.
うん、だからダメなんだ。
I mean, that's
Yeah,
reaching.
that really looks like.
Oh yeah, it is.
This one
Yeah.
literally looks like Jesus on the cross. That's
There's
why.
no cross there.
But it's the position of the hands and the legs, isn't it?
So there's a scene in The Matrix that Neo is laying down and they take something out of him, right? I saw it, I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And I remember I was watching a thing and the guy was like, symbolism. And then arms open is Jesus. And then Neo is supposed to be the reincarnation of Jesus.
Isn't it?
Bro, I don't know. So anyway, what happens is you have these deep people
Yeah.
take these things and then they have these deep psychological whatever conversations. So if you see that, they'll say like, "Oh, this is symbolism of." Doesn't mean that.
It's endless, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
exactly. Anyway, it's 100%
Interesting,
religious.
it's three.
In my opinion, it's just avoiding problems. That's all it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Do I see what the other Americans see? No, but you know, when
feel-
people see a car crash, everybody sees something different.
OK、last one。これも
Is
ディー
this
モン
one
スレイ
America
ヤ
by
ー
any chance?
うん、これなんか多分これで
Korea.
もコリアだね。
Because this looks like the
Yeah, you
old
can have
Japanese
that.
flag, doesn't it?
そうそうそう。なんか日本人がワールドウォーの時に使ってたフラッグ。
Seen as a negative,
そう
yeah.
そうそうそう。でこれは韓国で見せられてるやつなんだけど、
They changed it.
そうそう。
This is a great example of pretty much the whole video because this is more specific to Korea, I think, than a lot of countries.
確かに確かに
So there's a lot of that in this video. Yeah.
だから国によって変えるってこと。だからでもこのピクチャーを見る限りマイクとステューにはあんまりこれが悪い印象なんで変えたのかってわからないことで、もし日本のバックグラウンド知らない
I mean, depends on what that flag is. They probably took it off in America as well.
あだからあれと一緒かも、そのナチスのこのマークと一緒かもね。
A Nazi
そ
symbol.
のシンボルあるんで。
Yeah,
そ
that
れ
is
に
wild to me. Like first time I saw that, I was like,
The temples.
yeah, yeah.
そうだからそれと一緒かもね。
That's a good example. So the temple, the first time I saw it, it's my lack of education of understanding the symbol that I was like, how can they do that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And then I remember I Googled it and then I saw it, right? Most people don't do that. Most people just go by instinct in America, especially now, right? So let's just cut it out and let's not deal with the problems that come with it.
だから説明するよりもカットしちゃった方が早いってことね。
Spend an hour on design or 5 hours dealing with complaints.
そうね。ということでですね、本当に多様性があるので、ある国では変えられるし、ある国では変えられないと。そういったところで問題を避けるために、こういうね、アニメの変更がされているということですね。Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please dive into the like button, leave a comment, make sure to subscribe. Check us on Instagram, 3 of us. Then I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, tunas.
Ciao.
Peace, guys.
Alright.